Boom Chicago presents Pep Rosenfeld and Greg Shapiro.
Thank you, guys. Thank you so much. Yeah. Oh, boy. Yeah. Thank you. Thank you guys so much for joining us. My name is Pep Rosenfeld.
I'm Greg Shapiro.
And we're so glad you're here for this very special show at Boom Chicago. Our good friends at Google have asked us to do a show all about the year in search. And if there's one thing we've learned, it's that you Dutch folks search for some weird shit.
Oh, man, it's so delightful. I mean, the one term that we sort of expected would be on everybody's top 10 search lists, Donald Trump did not make an appearance.
No. Did you guys think that if you didn't search for him, he would go away? That is not how it works. It's not like out of sight, out of mind, except it's out of search, out of office. It's just not, it's not a thing. So I have to admit, I thought for sure one of the top searched items was going to be the Arjan Lubach video, Netherlands Second, featuring the voice of my man, Greg Shapiro.
It was so great. It was so fantastic. So you saw it.
And let me say, you didn't have to search for it. It has just been announced. It was the number one watched video on YouTube in the Netherlands. So, so nicely done.
Well done. Well done. You did that. You did that. So we were looking at some search terms that were trending in 2017, and trending in 2017 was the iPhone. The iPhone 8, not the 10, but the 8.
No, I feel like that makes total sense because I feel like the iPhone 8 was kind of made for Dutch people, right? It was made for people that would go to the store and be like, that's the iPhone 10. Do you have anything cheaper?
Yeah. The iPhone 8. For everyone who looked at the iPhone 10 and thought, doe maar gewoon.
Right. iPhone 8, die is al gek genoeg.
Right. Another trending term in 2017 was the Staatsloterij. Every year in the Netherlands at New Year's, it's this blind optimism that kicks in. I love it. Like, the oliebollen, maybe they'll be good this year. And covering them with poedersuiker, or otherwise known as white bastard sucker. Like, that's when you run out of the thing. And you have to get the Prosecco, the echte Prosecco. Geen champagne, that's just French for Prosecco.
But of course, the big excitement, right, is waiting for the actual numbers to be drawn. Like, ooh, am I going to win? Am I going to win? Let me break the surprise for you. You're not going to win. No, you don't win that. Nobody you know is going to win that. You might as well just light your money on fire. In fact, you're better off investing your money in fireworks.
Yeah, and I love it how so many fireworks are purchased every New Year's. It keeps on going up every year, even if the economy is going down. And what better way to celebrate a downturn in the economy than taking your investments and literally watching them go up in smoke?
So the next trending topic was the Tour de France 2017.
Yeah, bike-friendly country. Dutch people are so crazy about biking. It's Tour de France, it's Giro d'Italia.
Hang on, which the Giro it's a bike race?
Yeah, the Giro d'Italia.
I thought it was Giro.
Oh.
I thought it was a Dutch charity. And I just wasn't up late at night to see the TV commercial where there's the sad guy and he's like, what a year. We had Trump and Putin and the Dutch team doesn't even make the World Cup. What can I do? And then the voiceover, do what you can. Giro 2017. I thought that's what it was.
But of course, you guys are searching for Giro, with the Dutch winner. You guys are searching for Tour de France. I don't know why you don't have your own bike race here in the Netherlands. And I mean, not talking about the fancy racing bikes and spandex outfits. I'm talking about a standard mama trying to get 3 kids balanced on the same bike and get to school on time through the, cold and the wind and the rain that somehow comes at you horizontally. That is a challenge, and that's every day in the Netherlands. Netherlands, right? We're looking at this mother now. She's trying to balance 2 toddlers on the back and a 5-year-old somehow on the same rickety old Oma feet. There she goes. Ooh, she's parallel with the tram rails now. I hope she doesn't get caught. Here comes a scooter trying to cut her off. Oh, watch out. Oh no, knocked over by a crazy taxi driver. She's yelling at him now, but it's a Tesla, so he thinks his karma is fine. I mean, this is every day. It's this huge, amazing race. This happened in front of my house. There was a family, like a whole family on this Dutch bike, right? And on the front was the papa, he's riding the bike. And on the front handlebars, there's like the little toddler. I love how you guys do that. If there's any danger, you just put him in front like a human shield. Put him on the front handlebar. In America, you realize you would be arrested as an unfit parent because, there's no helmet. But here it's like, it's okay, I put a windshield on the front. Sometimes there's a windshield because the wind might be dangerous for my child. But getting hit by a truck, that's fine. We'll be fine. All right, so that's on the front of the bike, right? And on the back of the bike, there's the mama. And the mama is sitting side saddle, right? She's got one arm around the papa's waist, like so. And in her arm, she's got a baby. Like, tiny, can't be more than 6 months old, right? And this is happening right in front of my eyes. And so there's no helmet, there's no harness, just holding a child, moving along on the bike. And as they're passing my field of vision, the mama, she takes her arm off of the papa for some reason. Now there are just 2 human life forms balanced on 2 mama butt cheeks. This is like Cirque du Soleil stuff happening in front of my house now. I'm transfixed. I'm like, why is she taking the arm off of the papa? It's so that she can reach over, lift up her shirt, and start breastfeeding on the back of the bike. And I thought, that should be a bike race. Tour de Nederland.
Absolutely.
What are you waiting for?
And if the bike had fallen over and the whole family was injured, Giro 2017.
So, fun fact, we found out that around the world, more than half of Google searches are performed on mobile devices. And if a website takes longer than 3 seconds to load, people will just abandon it.
Unless you're searching for Patricia Pai. You guys waited 3 seconds for that.
Yeah. So let me check. Did Patricia Pai make the top 10 trending list?
Oh, yeah, did she make the list? Let's see. It's a bunch of Dutch sickos doing the searches. Yeah, she made the list.
Indeed, 2017, who could forget the sex tape of Patricia Pai? Unfortunately for Ms. Pai, no one.
What do we need the P for, right? Whatever happened to a sex tape? Do we need the P? I mean, call me old-fashioned, but I believe that if 2 people are in love and they want to demonstrate that love to each other physically, and then they want to take a shaky phone video of that love, and then later in the shower they want to watch that video while they do it, that's a sex tape. So next on the list, we had 2 kind of tough subjects, Anna Faber and Nouri. And I mean, these are just awful, events for the Netherlands. It was tragic. If there's a silver lining, I think it's that the whole country really came together in both cases and sort of helped each other move forward. And it's a real testimony, if you ask me, to the ability of Dutch people to move forward as one past hardship. And it just, it makes me wonder, though, why does it take a tragedy for you guys to work together these days? Because it wasn't always like that. You used to work together, now you don't do it so well. A great example, I think, is the Elftal, right? Like, you go back to the 70s when you guys were doing stuff like the Delta Works, and the national team went to the World Cup finals twice, right? I mean, you didn't quite win, but you went there. But now, we don't even qualify for the World Cup. I'm like, what, does it take a tragedy for that to happen? Do I have to go and push Arjen Robben down the stairs for you guys to make the World Cup? And by the way, you ain't got to push that dude real hard. Like, if Arjen thinks he can draw a yellow card, he will dive down those stairs all by himself.
But I mean, it is true. Dutch people used to work together more, as I understand, it was called the polder model, and that's what we are taught when we move here, right? It's the polder model, because you understand 50% of the Dutch population lives below sea level. How did we get rid of all the unwanted water? Well, we had to do pumping. Pumping. And by cooperating, that is how we keep our feet dry.
Right? I mean, we found this out. That's why you guys are the tallest people in the world. Because the short ones drowned.
That was the original polder model.
Yeah. You will grow or you will die.
Next trending topic, fidget spinners. Yeah, fidget spinners. We got some on the tree here. Fidget spinners. I first saw these things and I was like, are we giving the kids ninja throwing stars? And as it turns out, it would be less annoying if we had actually given them real ninja throwing stars.
Okay. I mean, they're funner than I would like to admit. But the thing about fidget spinners is, whenever I have one, I'm reminded of the debate we have every year about Zwarte Piet, because just like the debate about Zwarte Piet, it just goes around and around and around. It accomplishes literally nothing. But every grown-up finds it super annoying.
Yeah, right? But of course, this debate starts again every year, when Sinterklaas is coming to the Netherlands with his boat full of goodies. And, I've got half Dutch kids now, and they're taught the song, Sinterklaas is aangekomen met zijn stoomboot uit Madrid. Madrid, the famous port city of Spain, apparently. And you tease us Americans for being bad with geography. You're teaching the kids that.
But so when the boat gets to the Netherlands, that's, I think, when the spinning really begins, because you got to admit, there is something weird about, Sinterklaas and his helpers, who are, I mean, let's face it, there's no other way to say it. They're an army of black slaves. And this is the point when everybody goes, "Aw, Zwarte Piet." But if there's anybody who is not Dutch who happens to be watching this, they're going, "What the hell is that? Did you Photoshop that? That's not funny."
It is not Photoshopped, okay? It is a tradition that is to be respected, okay? And, if you come here for the first time, indeed, you might notice that it is a tall white guy on a big white horse surrounded by a bunch of black people who are doing all the work. But it's not what you think. It's not what you think. Certainly for the Americans, we're like, that is racist. But no. As it has been explained to me, they're not really black people. It's just white people in blackface. And we're like, that's worse. That's so much worse. Let's set the record straight. Why does Zwarte Piet's face appear to be black? The chimney, exactly. You see, it's the chimney. He's not really black.
Oh, now
it's just from coming down the chimney.
Now I feel like a jerk up here. I'm saying it still feels racist, and now I know that it's not black face. He's not supposed to be black. He just got soot on his face when he went down the chimney. He got soot all over his face, and none on his clothes. No. Because I guess in Spain they have magic soot-proof clothes.
And you see, when he was going up and down the chimney, he bumped his lips on the sides of the chimney. Oh. So it appears that he has big red lips, but it's just the chimney. It's the chimney. Right? Thank you for setting the record straight.
But this year we made this much progress, right? Yeah. We made this much progress. In Amsterdam, of course, none of the Pieten in the parade had blackface. They only had soot, like the chimney.
Yeah, so soot face is the new plan in Amsterdam, and now there's a backlash against the soot on the face, right? Because it's not enough of a disguise. The kids can still recognize us. For the soot to be a real disguise, you would need to have something like a beard. Dutch people, how are you not seeing this? The answer is right in front of you the whole time, the answer to this whole debate. And it's not Kaas Piet, it's not Rainbow Piet, it's not stroopwafel skin disease Piet. It's hipster Piet. Put a beard on him. Just add beard. And we're done. So, what were we talking about?
Fidget Spinners.
Fidget Spinners, right.
Yeah.
So what about Fidget Spinners?
Yeah, they're awesome. We love
They're
them.
great. Okay. Also, 2017 was a big election year in the Netherlands. And oddly, not trending in the Netherlands was Mark Rutte, the prime minister.
You know what it is? I feel like Mark Rutte isn't someone that you search for. You know, Mark Rutte is he's just there.
Right. Yeah. Mark Rutte is the mobile search. You know, it's like, oh, looking for inspirational leader, and it takes longer than 3 seconds. So everybody's like, Mark Rutte, fine.
But, so you didn't search for Rutte, but what you did search for was Stemwijzer, you know, the online, kind of guide to what party you should vote for. Yep. And I get it. Like, for you guys, it's tougher than for us, because we have 2 parties in the United States, but it's not that simple, actually, because the 2 parties, they're kind of made up of, like, one of your, coalitions. They're made up of other small parties. They were set up a long time ago. They never fall apart. Like, the Democrats is basically a coalition of GroenLinks.
The Green Party.
Yeah, the SP.
The Socialists.
The P van de A.
The Labour Party.
And the TPV.
The TPV?
The tattooed, pierced vegetarians. And they just never fall apart.
Yeah.
Never fall apart.
No, that is true. And that is why it's so boring to go voting in America, right? Because we got 2 main parties. When you go into the voting booth, it's like floop, floop. That's the ballot. But I mean, in the Netherlands, if you go voting in the Netherlands, you get the voting stem formulaire, and it's like floop, 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 floop. You're not even halfway done. It's an adventure.
Oh, yeah, it's got it, because you need some room in the Netherlands, You guys got a lot of crazy parties. You got the 10 normal parties. You got the 10 kind of weird parties. You got the 3 just for Dutch people parties. You know what I mean? You got like the pirate party, pedophile party, party for the animals. Y'all love a good party.
And when you finally get the thing open, it's like a poster suitable for framing with every single party, every single candidate. And don't you just want to try a little bit of everything? It's like a Spanish tapas menu from a tapas restaurant.
Oh, I love going to the Spanish tapas restaurant. Everything on the menu looks great. You want to try this, you want to try this. I mean, there's always kind of one gross thing where you're like, what? Fish feet? Do fish even have feet? No, thank you. But everything else looks good.
Yeah.
And like you go to the waiter.
Yeah. Well, what can I get for you, sir?
Okay, I'll tell you what. I'm going to try the beef.
The beef. Excellent choice. That is the #1 choice of the people.
Oh, that's great. That's great. You know what else I want to try is the chicken.
Oh, I'm sorry. These are the rules. You can only vote 1 time. No, the rest of the restaurant will tell us what goes with the beef.
Okay, well, what does the rest of the restaurant think goes well with the beef?
We will get back to you as soon as possible, in about 5 or 6 months. Yes. Oh. But do not worry. Do not worry, sir. Do not worry. While you are waiting, we have the 2nd most popular dish. Yes, it is the poten van de vis.
What? Poten van de vis? Who wants the PVV?
Ah, yes, well, it is the 2nd most popular item, but it will not be part of the meal. Hey, there is progress this year in terms of gender equality with the new incoming Dutch cabinet, right? For the first time ever, when the different parties were appointing ministers, one party, D66, appointed more females than males to be ministers in the new Dutch government. And I think that's pretty cool. I mean, it makes sense. You guys have a progressive tradition to uphold, and it makes sense because, women are just as smart. They work twice as hard, and you only have to pay them 70% of a normal salary. So it's just smart. It's just smart thinking.
Next on the list is the Song Festival 2017.
Right? Yeah, the Eurovision Song Festival. I do not know why it's so hard for Dutch people to figure out this contest, because what is it? It's an international music contest, right? And so the question becomes, what kind of music are Dutch people known for internationally? And every year it's like, is it a girl band? Is it love songs? Is it a folk singer in a Native American headdress? Like, what are you thinking? But if you say dance music, the rest of the world is like, oh, you mean the Netherlands? Oh, yeah. Put any DJ up there, and I swear it would do so well. It's that typical Dutch mix of like hard beats and feel the love and dirty, dirty sex for no reason. You wouldn't need any singers. You wouldn't need dancers. You wouldn't even need lyrics, really. You just call the whole song Drop the Bass. And you just put the DJ up there and it's like,
Drop the bass, gonna drop the bass, gonna drop the bass, gonna drop the bass, gonna drop, 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 drop the bass, boom, 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 boom,
I feel the love, and you feel the love, and we feel the love.
So put your ass in my face, put your ass in my face, put your ass in my face.
You would win. You would win every year. It's so easy.
Solved it.
Yeah.
Last topic, trending topic on our list for 2017 was the big game between Ajax and Manchester United. And it was pretty exciting stuff, right? Like for those of us in Amsterdam, I think the whole country, it was like the first Rocky movie. You know, that's how exciting it was. We're like, Man U, they're Apollo Creed, they're the champ. They're cocky, they're overconfident, they think we're gonna win. And then Ajax, that's Rocky. Like Rocky, they're from the streets. Like Rocky, they're the underdog. And like Rocky, totally lost. Lost big. Didn't win, lost. Yeah.
But now, there are some unique customs that go on at the typical Amsterdam Ajax game. In fact, I still remember the first time that I went to one of these games, and the thing is, we just have to explain before we begin, what you're about to see is an accurate depiction of what actually goes on at Amsterdam Ajax games.
Hey, come on!
Hey, I'm so excited. This is my first ever football game.
Okay, well, welcome to the arena, huh?
Yeah. Hey, tell me about Ajax.
Okay, Ajax, I'll tell you what, if you ask me, they are the greatest team that has ever played football.
Okay, yeah. And who are we playing against?
We are playing Feyenoord. They are from Rotterdam. They suck.
Now, Amsterdam and Rotterdam have a football rivalry, and it goes back decades. It's fair to say that Feyenoord fans are taught to hate Ajax fans from a young age, a very young age. Wow, so you guys got a friendly little rivalry, huh?
Yeah, it's football.
Okay, yeah. Hey, by the way, what's going on with that big Israeli flag over there?
That big what?
The Israeli flag, with the enormous Star of David on it.
Oh, you mean the Ajax star?
No, I'm pretty sure the Jews had it first.
Yeah, so we agree.
No, you said Ajax, I said the Jews.
Yeah, that is Ajax. We are the Super Jews!
Now, over the years, Amsterdam Ajax has become known as the Jewish club of the Netherlands, and now the supporters simply refer to Ajax as the Jews, and no one thinks there's anything weird about that at all. So wait a minute. This is kind of weird for me, because I'm Jewish.
Yeah, me too, I just said.
No, I'm Jewish, like bar mitzvah, Rosh Hashanah, I'm afraid of my mother. Like, you're just wearing a scarf.
Oh, I understand. You want the scarf. There you go. Today you are a man. Yoda! Yoda! Yoda!
You guys have a song about Yoda? That's awesome. Yoda is the little green creature from the Star Wars franchise that teaches... He's the Jedi Master who teaches Jedi how to be better by saying things like, "You must unlearn what you have learned." Cool, use the Force, yeah.
No, it's not what you think. Yoda means Jews.
Yoda means Jews. Yoda means Jews?
No, it's not Yoda, it's Yoden.
So you guys just sit here in the stands yelling the word Jews over and over again?
Yeah, that's my favorite part.
Jesus Christ.
Probably not.
Kike! Could you just call him a kike?
No, it means look.
Oh, okay. Oh, hey! Oh, well.
Yoda! Yoda! You must unlearn what you have learned.
All right. Yoda! Yoda! Thank you, Google.
Thank you, guys. Thank you, Google.
Thank you, everyone. Nice.
And we just hope that if you're watching this online, it took less than 3 seconds to load.